I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't
I want a G. I just want to ride with the top down so my hair can blow in the wind. I'm like, baby, kind of don't have that much hair right now.
Please tell me you're kidding.
I was like...
So she had enough hair to hunch, but not enough hair to ride in the Jeep.
Reese ain't that kind of attorney.
So what kind of attorney is he, Libido?
This is a mental thing, Kimmy.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, you guys, let's get into it and break some of this shit down because I'm quite confused, and y'all probably gonna be confused as well. But I appreciate each and every last one of you all for supporting me and Miss Black Titanic through these weird times because they are indeed weird. And you guys, this is what male-identified women do. They literally sick their mutts on you. Libido, in my opinion, is male-identified. There's no way in the hell that I would have encouraged my husband to partake in a alleged lawsuit with a 26-year-old content creator knowing his balls are as angry as they be because her libido so dry when the content creator was trying to expose him for being a nasty, disgusting, narcissistic male. But nope, let me give you guys my theory. My theory is Cancer Hunter don't want to be accountable for the things that he has said out of his own mouth, and he is embarrassed, and he has embarrassed his wife. She's embarrassed, and he's been dealing with this shit behind the scenes in his household, and that's just my opinion. And to prove his love to his low libido wife, he wants to attack the bloggers that had called him out on his bullshit. That's just one of my theories, but y'all, it is so much to unpack. I'm sure you guys watched True T's video. And if you haven't, go check out her video. It's a lot going on, okay? Instead of him being accountable, he's trying to shut people down. And that is just narc 101. Everything that I've ever spoken to you guys about on my platform regarding narcissism, male-identified women, and breaking curses in our Black community is actually about to play out. Maybe right before our very eyes. I'm 26 years old, but like I've told y'all in plenty of my videos, I was raised by one of the best narcs there are. And at 26 years old, I've had to deal with a plethora of men not liking the way that I hold they ass accountable because, you see, he is with Libido the Mule, and you could see in a plethora of videos and clips on Lamh Chantsville, anytime she holds his musty ass accountable, she has to put on a baby voice and stroke his whack ass ego. But me, I don't stroke egos over here, especially when you are undeserving of it. So I've been in a number of situations with men like him that don't like the way I hold them accountable. And what they do, they try to intimidate me. They try to bully me. And I've been in situations where they've even tried to get physical with me. So I'm just letting y'all know, nothing fucking puts fear in my heart. This is a prime case of everything that I speak about over here on my channel. And you guys are going to see why I have such a disdain and disgrace for male-identified women and narcs. And also misogyny. I have an issue with that as well. It's levels to it, but I have an issue with that as well. But that plays into this because it's almost like they always come from a standpoint of how dare a woman speak to me in this way. And not only a woman, but you, girl. And yes, I'm a strong girl, but at the end of the day, I'm kind of taken back that there are two men trying to bully me. And the male-identified Libido the Mule is co-signing it. But I don't necessarily expect anything from a hoe like this because we've seen how she get down. The Cancer Hunter is a coward. Instead of him waking up every day and facing himself and looking his ass in the mirror, he wants to make people not talk about the very things that came out of his own mouth. And he wants people to not speak on him being on a reality show. And I think that's very fraudulent, like a lot of the things that he's been doing behind the scenes. I indeed don't feel safe with a man like Cancer Hunter trying to get my personal information, seeing as though there's no need to get my personal information because I don't know his personal information. When I come on my platform, I speak about the very things that he says on Lamh Chantsville, Instagram, etc. He signed up to be a reality show. I signed up to be a blogger. There's different levels to this shit. But If these are the routes he are willing to take, it's no wonder people think him and his family are frauds. I don't know, you guys. Something ain't clean in the water. And while Libido the dry twat is over there stroking her cancer hunter's ego, she needs to be concerned with his infatuation of me. Because I am indeed concerned. Now, granted, I come on here and I have my tone and I have my pitch, but you guys have no idea what's been going on behind the scenes. And there have been names coming up and popping up here and there that are associated with the cancer hunter in connection to trying to get information about me, and it is absolutely insane. So allegedly, this man here is helping Cancer Hunter assist him in all of this. Now, this man, when I tried to do a Google search of him, only these two things came up. If you guys would like to do a Google search, you go ahead. All of this is public information, of course. He is a lawyer where his real name and some personal information is allowed to be displayed on the public internet. He's not a blogger, so, you know, the lines are kind of different. But as you guys can see here, this is a man by the name of Uloko Collins, Sr., allegedly, right? Let's just, throw that out there. He works for United Legal Team, LLC, allegedly. I want you guys to also head over to the Better Business Bureau and type in United Legal Team, LLC, and y'all see what comes up, because I'm kind of having a hard time. Y'all don't know. I don't know why people that have passed the bar are also having a hard time with this, but I don't know. But you guys can see here where he listed that he got his education, Birmingham School of Law. Does that sound familiar? Okay. A lot of things are sounding familiar. The only thing is, when it comes to lawyers and you do a Google search, like all of the lawyers that I've had to hire, because I've had to speak to 3 lawyers prior to getting to this point. And before speaking to them, I like to Google them, right? I like to Google them, look up, see what's going on with them, okay? And a lot of them, I was able to scroll on Google and see something. But you guys take a look on Google and you tell me what comes up other than these 2 links, because those are the only 2 things that come up. So I'm just going to bring awareness to this situation, because I'm telling y'all, I don't really feel safe. I don't necessarily know what's going on, what it is that they want with my personal information, but there are a few things that are missing, okay? Allegedly, they not only want my banking information, but my passwords, okay, to these accounts. Not only my YouTube account, but my PayPal account and my other accounts. So I just want to, throw that in there, you guys. So I don't know about y'all, but in my opinion, when you take 2 men that look like this and they set out allegedly to get my personal information without me being legally tied or subpoenaed, makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. And thank God I got my husband here. But they won't be able to use us for a storyline if that's what they are choosing to do. But my concern is you take 2 men like this to come after a 26-year-old woman with a man that said out of his own mouth that he expects his wife to turn around, bend over, and suffer through it while having intercourse, in my opinion, is grounds for a man not having any self-control and or discipline. It is the very thing that I have been talking about over here on my platform and on my channel. It is more to what it is that came out of his mouth and everything to do with his character and the principle of him even expecting her to do that for him while she was going through a life-threatening battle. So to me, that is a man, in my opinion, with no self-control and no discipline. A man with no self-control and no discipline that allegedly, illegally went out of their way to get personal information of mine and my husband's, allegedly, you guys. So when I tell y'all, I am uncomfortable with what is actually going on, because at the end of the day, if you don't like the fucking comments that I made about your libido the mule ass wife, those are comments a 26-year-old woman made to a half of 60 ass woman. If it is my husband that you wish to get involved, I think that is also extremely hilarious, considering the fact that he was never even on this platform prior to all of that stuff going on. So it just goes to show your thirst. You want to see how he busts it down on me every night. That's really what it is. You want to see how big he is in his stature. You want to see what I look like in my stature. And you want to see how it is that you can compete with him because you're fucking obsessed with me. I want to make things very clear. I have not been issued any type of subpoena paperwork or anything, but I've got wind that he has issued out subpoenas illegally, fraudulently, in my opinion, to these corporations to get my information. And I think that, like I said, it's scary under the guises that we've seen him and heard him admit out of his own mouth, in my opinion, what a lack of self-control and discipline looks like. What is it that he would want to even do with that type of information, especially seeing as though it was not done appropriately? From the information that I received, these things he actually skipped 3 to 4 steps prior to it even getting to here. So I'm just trying to give you guys updates, but also let y'all know I'm very, very not okay. Okay? Not because of the facts that this is going on, because I'm telling y'all, I've dealt with narcissistic men majority of my life. Because of my tone, I don't back down, and they are the type of people that'll try to do and say any and everything to make you back down. I was raised by one of the best narcs ever. Men do not frighten me, which is why I'm always telling y'all, unity is important. Unity amongst women is important, because had he had a decent woman on his side, she would be able to literally break things down for him that would make sense. But because she's male identified and all of her interests will only be to benefit him, she's not going to see how this is even at her own detriment. Anything that I said prior to cussing Libido out was to or in defense of her. The minute she got on Fox Soul and came for the people that were trying to defend her, things got different, and that's just the tone that she chose to take, rather than understand that there were a group of women that were completely distraught and wanted to help her or, speak positivity into her while holding her husband accountable, whether she liked the words that we said out of our mouths or not. At the end of the day, the shit that we were saying about him and the things that he said about her, being bald-headed, bending over and suffering through it, were not lies. So your no good husband, under the guises of him being embarrassed and trying to put and trying to make 8 + 9 = 45, tries to sue, allegedly, because I'm looking for the paperwork, H4HT in Miss Black Titanic. Libido, if you was a real bitch, you would have told your husband that don't even make no sense. But you're not a real one. But as I understand, this is what comes with the territory. I am now, I'm assuming, considered a blogger. Even though I like to tell y'all I'm not a blogger, I'm just a girl that talk. This is just what comes with it when you get on YouTube and you want to be a girl that talks. People want to attach themselves to you. People want the things that you have. People want to humble you when you walk with confidence and you speak with a tone and a cadence that is like no other. Let's just call it what it is. And it just comes with the territory. When you're going to be somebody that come be on the platform and you call people out, people are going to be upset. People are going to get mad. But I didn't imagine that men would try to come for me in this way. But like I told y'all, the reason why I'm concerned is because this is a man that has shown us he lacks discipline, self-awareness as well, and self-control, that has gone out of his way, allegedly illegally, to get my personal information in a fraudulent manner. All of this stuff really is going to get unpacked and unfold over time. But y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload. And thank every fucking body that has given me positive words and encouragement and uplifted me and donated, because y'all don't have to do that. But the fact that you have stepped in to support me in Miss Black Titanic means the fucking world to me. And thank you so much to True T, because True T also didn't have to step in. But it's about integrity, morals, unity, and at the end of the day, there are going to be people that really walk in the shit that they talk. And True T have demonstrated to always be one of those people. Shout out to all of y'all, though.
Do you think that our relationship is good or bad right now?
I think our relationship could have some counseling.
So there is problem.
You think that there's no room for improvement?
I think that we're doing really good right now.
If I talk to somebody at a marriage conference, maybe they'll give me something that'll help. Do you think there's anything that I could improve on?
Do I think? Yes. Sex every day.
I think every day is excessive. And there should be a middle.
Why is
and
it
maybe
excessive?
a third person party would be able to say, Reese Scott, it's a little excessive. Your brother said it was excessive. And what's funny.
He's not in my marriage.
No, I
Weird.
understand, but what I'm saying is that it opens the door for conversation. Matter of fact, we were talking about that earlier with Tiffany, you know, in regards to y'all smashing stuff. And Lewis feeling the same way. I feel like men just never get enough. Maurice, I feel like if we had sex every single day, you still would want more sex. You know why I feel like that?
Why?
Because it happens now. We'll have sex at 6 o'clock and you're pulling my pants down at 10 o'clock and then get mad because I don't want to do it at 10 o'clock. It's never enough.
What day goes by and you're like, you know what? I just don't want to eat today.
You just want me to walk in the house and take off my clothes and get you some.
That's a quickie. Sometimes they can be a little more planned out, but sometimes they can be a little more robotic. I don't know. You know, just get to the end. This is what we can do, right? To make me more excited about this trip. Get me on the excitement board. Maybe we can do a commitment to at least 2 times a day while we're there.
No, Maurice, that's not what we're committing
I
to.
could get really excited about that.
I'll commit to every day. I'm not committing to twice a day yet.
2 times. It's not going to be a selfish thing. I'm not
That's
only
okay.
thinking about
That's
me
okay.
on this trip.
That's okay.
I see you're one, I'm going to raise you one.
I said no. I'm not
Why are you
doing
going to
that.
say no?
Because that's not what we're talking about, babe. You're the one that's gonna mess up the trip.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you talk about everybody else and everybody else's problems, and you're the one with the bad attitude before we even leave.
We just discussed our problem. And
No,
you just
babe,
said
you
that
just created a problem.
You just said that you're not willing to do something that could actually make you
Babe,
happy.
because there's no middle for you. There's not enough. We talked earlier, literally 5 minutes ago, we talked about, wow, I want to have sex every day. That's what we said 5 minutes ago. So I sit here and I say, okay, while we're gone, let's do it every day. Nope, that's not enough, Kimmy. It's never enough. So now it's 2 times. So now you got a bad attitude because I agreed to every day, but then not 2 times a day. It borders on the ridiculous, okay?
Don't worry. It's all good. I'm going because you want me to go.
You just turned this whole thing into a whole negative name.
He's got a different level of sex drive than you. You also have a different level of active responsibility, which cuts back on her availability to be present with you. Now, the other thing too is the more you do with her, the more you embrace her as a person and not just a partner to have sex with.
Is that it? Did he hit the nail on the head with that one?
What?
The more that I embrace you as a person and not a sexual partner, the more that I'll get sex.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I
oh.
said. It's not the more you'll get sex. It's the more you embrace her as a person.
It's
as
how
a
it makes
person.
me feel,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
emotionally for women, translate into getting what you want.
Yeah.
Listen, sweetheart,
What, babe?
I'm gonna get better.
So you're telling her that with a deep sense of sincerity, though, right?
100%.
You catch that, the sincerity?
I feel like even when we have premarital counseling, we've had these conversations before. It sounds wonderful, and then it just doesn't quite happen.
Sex as an act of sharing the self with each other, not just giving somebody something, but it is the sharing of the self.
It should be more of like a bonding experience. Ultimately, I shouldn't look at sex as a means to an end or whatever, right? I gotta look at it more holistically as you as a person.
Sex is never just about the happy ending, right? Or the climax, or I'm ready to go to sleep afterwards. It's never just about that. There's also that you can do it again. Okay, no, it's about the connection and the bond. It's really about the connection and the bond. It's really about the connection and the bond.
Listen, it's been a long day.
It show has showed.
But
One last question.
Yeah.
Can we also compartmentalize it? Like sometimes we want to have the bond, and other times we just want to use it as exercise, right? If we want to burn off a couple of calories.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in
That's why I'm mine. I spend my life